In a world driven by instant gratification, patience is often viewed more as a hurdle than a virtue. Yet within the realm of spiritual practice, notably in prayer, patience is not just beneficial, it is essential. It is said that divine timing holds the key to unlocking miraculous answers, and today we explore why patience in prayer is a cornerstone for spiritual growth and enlightenment. Imagine the seeds of a flower scattered across a field. Each seed, unique in its destiny, will blossom into a flower if nurtured with care and allowed the time it needs to grow. Similarly, our prayers are like these seeds. When offered sincerely, they require the fertile ground of patience to take root and awaken answers that come in their due time. Patience in prayer is not about waiting passively, but involves an active state of faith, trust, and belief. It is an acknowledgement that there is a divine orchestration at play, a recognition that sometimes the answer we seek might not align with our personal timelines, but with a greater cosmic plan. Understanding and embracing this can be transformative. Consider the story of Elizabeth and Zechariah from the Bible. They prayed for a child throughout their lives, but remained childless well into their later years. Little did they know that their waiting, filled with patience and faith, prepared the way for John the Baptist, symbolizing one of the most significant births in Christian history. Their story teaches us that what appears to be a delay is often divine timing. Why does divine timing hold such a pivotal place in prayers being answered? It's a matter of perspective. Our vantage point is limited by time and space, whereas the divine view encompasses past, present, and future. What may seem like an untimely response from our perspective, in reality, is a well-orchestrated plan, executed at the most opportune moment for the greatest impact. In this context, patience becomes a tool of spiritual development. As we pray, patience teaches us to release control and surrender our desires to the divine will, fostering trust and maturity in our spiritual journey. By learning to wait, we grant ourselves the opportunity to grow, develop new insights, and ultimately become more aligned with the peace and wisdom found in spiritual practices. However, one might wonder how we sustain patience in prayer, especially when hardship looms and doubts linger. The answer lies in reinforcing our faith through practices like meditation, reading sacred texts, or embracing a community of support. Meditation, for instance, helps center our thoughts, turning frustration into focus on the present moment, which supports our faith in the divine process. Furthermore, patience in prayer aligns us with the rhythms of life and nature itself. Just as the changing seasons arrive only when the time is right, answers to prayers may come not when we want them, but when we need them. By attuning ourselves to this rhythm, we become more harmonious with the natural order of the world around us. Patience also nurtures gratitude and appreciation for the little miracles often overlooked in the hectic pace of life. While we await the larger answers, we begin to notice and appreciate the myriad of smaller prayers answered daily, fostering a spirit of thanksgiving. This gratitude breeds positivity, influencing our outlook and interactions in everyday life. In conclusion, the opening of miraculous answers is not only in the act of praying, but in waiting with patience. Much like an artist who knows when to step away to let the paint dry before adding more, we too must acknowledge the perfections in the divine tempo. Embracing patience can transform waiting into a period of preparation, refinement, and ultimately enlightenment. As we navigate the journey of spiritual practice, patience unlocks mysteries, enabling us to experience the profound connection between quiet prayer and divine timing. When our hearts are patient and our faith steadfast, we open the door for the miraculous to step into our lives, aligning us with the flow of divine will. And within this patience lies the true power to transform prayer into a beautifully orchestrated dance with the divine.